Hello everybody and welcome to another video by me at Blissful Techno Health. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys a little bit about DTG printing technology and what it is. Now if you're looking into this and watching this video, I'm going to presume that you already know that it's for printing on t-shirts and tank tops, a variety of different garments, sweatshirts, hoodies, etc. You can use it to print on other things as well, fabric-based things, but specifically I usually see it mostly being used for t-shirts and etc. Now I've been doing DTG printing for a little while now and I really enjoy doing it. It's a lot of fun. At first I didn't know what it was. I just knew before I got into doing the DTG prints, I just wanted to do t-shirts. And originally I was gonna just subcontract out all my prints to screen printers and have my designs printed because I didn't know of the variety of different methods that are available until I found out about the DTG printers and I moved into that direction, made it a possibility for me. I really like the DTG printing for a couple of reasons. One, you can print virtually any picture, any amount of color that you want on the shirt. For example, if I wanted to print something like this on a t-shirt, I can print this and it's going to print it out full color just like that. I can even do photorealistic prints. I had a customer who wanted a beach background, like with the sunset on it, this really beautiful picture, but it was a real life picture. I took the picture, I put it in Photoshop, and I actually made it look not exactly real life. I made it look slightly like a painting, I mean just barely. Just so, because it's a real picture on a shirt, we just thought it would be a little weird. So we just made it look slightly like a painting. Really cool design. It was very detailed, very high resolution. I printed the shirt and it looks great. I wish I had a picture for you here, but I don't, that shirt's sold, I gave it to the customer. But you can print virtually anything on the shirt. Now, the ink is pretty expensive with a DTG printer because it's basically an inkjet printer like you would normally use for printing a picture from your computer onto paper. It's just, they're basically an inkjet printer, but for garments instead. You can actually look up on YouTube and you can find videos for homemade DTG printers. I'm saying DTG too much, I'm starting to mess up when I say it. There's homemade printers that people have made. Now I don't recommend doing one of these homemade printers personally if you're serious about what you're doing. If you're just playing around and messing around, sure, but I would recommend getting an actual DTG printer for your business if that's what you're looking to do. Now DTG printing has some things about it that are good and some things about it that are not so good. If you're going to just be printing a lot of one color shirts for like one company, let's say a client comes to you from a business and they want like 100 shirts with their logo on it and it's maybe like 1 to 3 colors is all that they have in their image. It's going to be cheaper for them to go through a screen printer because the way screen printing works is you can print a whole bunch of those with one screen or however it works. I don't do the screen printing myself. I've just looked into it a little bit, but there's a setup fee to get the screen put together and everything, but after that it's cheaper per shirt because you can do them faster, it can be a little more efficient. Doing the DTG printing is better for one-off prints. So if you have like a website where you're selling one-off shirts, and you don't want to carry an inventory, they're made to order. So somebody orders the shirt, you print the shirt and you ship it, DTG is definitely the best way to go. I can print a lot of shirts. I've printed up to almost 30 shirts in one order and it was just a one color shirt. They came out incredibly high quality. The customer loved them. The price was higher than if they went to a screen printer per shirt, but there's no setup fee. And so they actually paid about the same or a little less because I don't have a setup fee. So, but you start to get over that many shirts and it's gonna be more worth it to go through screen printing. So if you're looking at starting a t-shirt printing business, you might look at doing both screen printing and the DTG printing. I just wanted to do the DTG. I didn't want to get in the mess of doing the screen printing because it is pretty messy and I just didn't want to get involved with that. And most of my orders are one-offs. Orders anywhere from 1 to 3 shirts, most of my orders. So doing the DTG prints is definitely the better way to go. And I'm not limited because I can print full color images where, not like with the screen printing, where you can't really do that. It's not really feasible it doesn't really work. Now there are other printing methods that people use for making t-shirts. There is the heat transfer paper. They'll transfer or do vinyl or whatever. There's a variety of different ways that I have found people crafting and doing this that are much cheaper than doing something like what I'm doing. The DTG printers are pretty expensive. They start with a pretty hefty price. You want to be looking probably around $12,000 minimum to get into this printing technology. It's pretty expensive, so when you're in, you're in. It's not, hey, I'm gonna buy this and try it out and see if it's what I do. Unless you're loaded filthy rich, then I mean, you're putting up an investment and you're gonna wanna make a return on that investment. So you wanna be sure you're all in if you really go into this. I really enjoy doing it. I enjoy the creativity. I love playing in Photoshop. I love creating designs. I love printing the shirts. The whole process to me is exhilarating. I enjoy it. I love creating content. Why I have my YouTube channel. I love the content on my website, getting all the pictures put together and everything. I love it. So it definitely is my cup of tea. So if you're looking at starting a DTG business, just understand what you're getting into. There's a lot of an upfront cost. There's a lot of work. And in this technology, you have to pre-treat shirts. So you have costs in the materials and everything else and the equipment. You have your printers, heat presses, you have your pre-treating equipment. If you're using a pre-treat machine like we are, those can cost a lot of money. Our particular machine is about $3,000. So you're looking at spending a lot of money. The printers that I have and use are these two here. I've got the Ricoh RI 1000. I love this printer, it's a beautiful printer. I also have over here the FreeJet 330TX. I got this from Omniprint. I'll be doing a review video on both of these, comparing them together, which one I like better. They both do great prints, but I'll go more into detail into that later. But you can see here, this is what I have. Now with these two printers, I can print quite a few. I can push, if I'm working full time every day, I can push out anywhere from 70 to 100 shirts in a day. But that's a lot of work, and that's with having employees. If that's just me, just doing the prints by myself, I'm printing all day. There are other things that you have to think about when you're doing this business. You have inventory that comes in. You have to order the inventory, figure out what you need. You have to figure out how you're gonna manage all the inventory. When the inventory comes in, you have to put it all away and organize everything. You have to go through your orders and pick out what orders needed to be printed. You have to go through and pre-treat all the orders and get them ready for print. I manage most of the customer service. There's a fly flying around here, it's driving me nuts. I manage most of the customer service, and I also do the prints. My employees, I have them doing the pre-treating, getting inventory put away and everything, managing all that, picking out shirts for prints, going through the orders. So I delegate a lot of that out to my employees. So there's things to consider and take into place. It is a pretty profitable business. I have really enjoyed doing this, and it's making me a decent living. So there's also that factor involved as well. Anyways, so this is what the DTG printing technology is. I really enjoy it. It's fun. It's very versatile in the way you can manage and handle your business. Being able to print one-off, so not having to have a setup fee, and being able to do full color images. So, and the last thing I want to say is that I did not mention so far is with the DTG technology is the printers, they call it direct to garment because it's printed directly on the garment. It's not used like the heat transfer paper or anything else, or heat transferring anything onto it with the heat press. Now these do go into a heat press, the shirts do, but the heat press is for drying the ink. So I print it directly on the shirt, take it to the heat press, parchment paper, boom, heat press it, dry it, and you're done, ready to go. So direct to garment, printed directly to the garment. I hope this helps you out. I hope you understand a little bit more about what the DTG printing is. If you have questions or if there's something I left out or that you want to know about it, please feel free to leave me a comment down below. I appreciate you guys and your support. Be sure to like this video, subscribe as I continue to upload more videos. I do a variety of different videos on this channel, and I'm expanding it more and more. So I appreciate you guys. Love you all. Peace out.